Welcome back to Tech Tech. I'm Adam Housley in Los Angeles, and if you watch each week, you know that we talk about everything technology involving the military. Allison Barrie is here. She's our defense specialist and war games columnist for FoxNews.com. And the largest aircraft on Earth is now apparently going to be going from the military sector to the private sector. So tell us all about it.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I love, you always ask me, when will we get to see this? And this is one of those few projects that's like super high military grade that the civilians might actually get a chance to have a go at. So we're hopefully going to get to see it next year, and we might even get to go have a ride on it next year. But the idea is it's a hybrid atom. So it's a combination of a fixed-wing aircraft, helicopter, hovercraft, and blimp. So the thing is pretty massive.
No, too bad they couldn't find an automobile connection to it somehow. That'd be nice to drive this thing.
That's true. It is cool, though. It has that hovercraft ability, so it kind of like sucks itself down onto the Earth. I mean, that's you got to give it credit.
Close enough.
That's pretty good props.
Pretty good.
But yeah, I love it. It's a super fun project, but it's also super important. So originally the program was Army, Adam. So it was a U.S. Army project back in 2010, and it had like a fancy acronym. You know how the military loves acronyms.
Right.
So I think this one was Long Endurance Multi-Intelligence Vehicle. We're looking at it right now. I mean,
this is the Army's version, the video. So they have this. Obviously, would be now a consumer application for it.
So So what we're looking at is the Army's version. That was I think the test was back in 2012, 2013. It was a successful test, but with how severe the budget cuts have been. So unfortunately, this program was one of the ones that fell by the wayside. The great thing is, though, the military let the company buy the project back. It's hybrid air vehicles. Under the military program, the team was led by Northrop Grumman, but it was created by this company. So the military's let them buy it back, and they're looking at other applications. The military was, of course, when you've got something like this, you would know, but let's dig into it a little bit. Surveillance, of course, this would be great for that. That thing can stay aloft for like several days. It can persistently hover. So it can go around
the globe twice without stopping.
Yeah, how cool is that, right?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Other things, it can land anywhere, which we know is so important when you're trying to reach those really remote, like inaccessible places. It'd be great to have something like that where you don't need a prepared landing zone for something.
Where's this being developed? The reason why I ask is we did a story a couple of years ago here in Los Angeles Bureau of a company down in Orange County that's doing something similar with a massive blimp using hydrogen. But there's obviously much safer ways to use it now as compared with the Hindenburg disaster from years ago. And their idea is all about cargo. They say this is the future of cargo. Obviously, cargo ships on the sea are massively important. They've increased the size of the Panama Canal because of it. They're increasing the size of ports because of it, because the ships are getting bigger and bigger. And they're saying with something like this, you could put massive amounts of cargo on it and take it around the globe, or for example, drop it off in the middle of Africa if you have a major humanitarian effort or something in that respect, and it can land anywhere. Same idea with this.
Absolutely, that's such helpful context. So Airlander 2, so they renamed it from the acronym. Airlander 10 is a bit more friendly. Airlander 50 is attacking exactly that sort of market that you're talking about.
Okay, so some of the photos of it right here. Then.
Yep. So Airlander 10 is small, but it's still big.
Right.
I mean, that thing is bigger than 747.
Yeah, massive.
And that's bigger. It eclipsed the title holder, which was a Russian make and model, actually.
Okay.
So Airlander 50 is obviously 5 times bigger. So it can carry 5 times as much. That's 50 tons of gear and cargo that it can carry. And they're thinking about commercial applications, like you suggested, mining, oil expeditions, that kind of stuff, but also tourism, which I think is quite exciting. I think folks at home might find it exciting too. Exactly. And they're thinking about maybe making it like super luxurious travel, like restoring. Remember the days of we would have the big ships going across the ocean?
Well, we didn't know that, but we've seen pictures of it.
Yes.
Obviously, they'd land in Ireland because that's the furthest they could get.
Yep. So this would be kind of restore that. You could sort of hover above the Amazon. Like, how cool would that be? And be able to see the animals. You could go look at the Incan or Mayan ruins. You could go all around the world, and like you said, you could go around twice in just one ride without having to refuel and stop.
So where are they developing this one at?
This is in England.
So this one's in England. So the consumer aspect of it is all in England?
But they're planning on making it international. So, I mean, they're very robust. They've got a lot of cash injection, a lot of investors, private investors, even like Iron Maiden fans. The lead singer of Iron Maiden is super excited about it, and he's personally invested. But also the government is invested. The EU is invested. So I think people, like you were noting, I think people see there's a lot of potential here, even humanitarian relief, like you touched on. How awesome would that be if we had another tsunami situation and you could just immediately respond and just set that thing down?
You don't have to worry about water anyway.
Exactly. Like, and help people out immediately, help folks out that really need the help.
Very cool. Allison Barrie, you can see her on FoxNews.com. You can find all our articles as well on FoxNews.com, all the ones from, the last 3 or 4 years, really, in regards to military technology and how it sometimes affects the consumer level. Here's one that does. The largest airship will be up. Appreciate you joining us as always.
Thank you for having me, Adam.
All right. I'm Adam Housley in Los Angeles, and you're watching Tech Take.